Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel, Couch English, channel dedicated to practical business English. My name is Emilia and today I'm going to share with you some information about inbound and outbound. Both terms can be found in different kind of processes, among the others, supply chain, marketing, and HR. I will start from supply chain because those terms, inbound, outbound, are most typical there. If we talk about inbound, that's the beginning of the process. Therefore, if the company is concentrated on building relations with vendors, suppliers, if they are sourcing for some new materials, new components, ordering those materials to the company and providing those materials to the entry of the organization, that's going to be about inbound. Usually, if we talk about inbound, we are not considering only that very initial process. So the moment when the products, semi-products, semi-components, components, raw materials are going to be delivered from the suppliers, but most typically inbound is a little bit wider terms if we are talking, of course, about the supply chain. Another topic which is going to be concentrated, or maybe another process which is going to be concentrated on the inbound, that's in fact the operations. So whenever the components are going to be delivered by suppliers to the company, they're going to be accepted probably by the quality department. And then finally, the production process will start. That's about still inbound. At the same time, if we take a step further, so once the product is going to be produced, once the product is going to be finished, and then we are going to deliver that product to the customer, we are going to talk about the outbound. So the moment of storing the ready product in the warehouse, the moment when we pack this product, the moment when we order transportation and we deliver the product to the customer or maybe to the wholesaler, depending of course who our customer is, that's going to be the process of outbound. But at the same time, if we talk about those two types of the processes, they're also very typical terms connected with different kind of contractors with whom we may collaborate. We can talk about upstream and downstream partners. And here, if we're talking about upstream partners, they will be at the very beginning of the process. So everything what is going to be connected with inbound, like those vendor suppliers, they will be called upstream partners. But at the same time, the ones who are going to be at the end of the supply chain, they are going to be called downstream partners. Then, I'm sorry, distributors, wholesalers, retainers, customers, clients, they're going to be our downstream partners, the beginning and the end of the process. Something what is very typical if we're talking about the very beginning of the process, that's procurement and purchasing. And do you know what's the difference? Most typically, especially if we're talking about large international organizations, the ones that produce a variety of the products, the ones that have plenty of items and different even categories of materials and components, they're going to have the whole buying process divided into two separate areas. The first area, procurement. So that's the process where we are going to meet people like commodity buyers, we're going to meet their strategic buyers, people responsible for sourcing new vendors, new components, and introducing those new vendors, their components to the company. Once those vendors are already introduced in the company, well, we can take care of a daily collaboration with them. So placing the orders, making sure that those orders are going to be delivered on time, that's not going to be the work anymore for the procurement department, but rather purchasing department. So operational buyers, they're going to take care of daily collaboration with vendors. Again, if we're talking about the whole process, inbound, outbound, at the very beginning, upstream partners and downstream partners. So procurement, purchasing, those two processes related to buying, they will be related again to the inbound logistics, supply chain, and of course, collaboration with the upstream partners. I mentioned that if it is about that two terms, inbound and outbound, they are connected not only with the supply chain, but you can meet also those terms in case of marketing. And here, very similarly, we're going to have inbound and outbound marketing. I believe that the idea will be a bit different because we are not anymore talking about the beginning and the end of the process, although to some extent we do, because if we think about the process of client acquisition, in fact, at the very, very beginning, what we want to achieve is that we want to attract that customer, that potential client, to even gain the awareness that a company exists. So to some extent, probably I could also compare it to inbound logistics. So the very beginning of the process, although in terms of beginning related to building awareness of the client or of the customer connected with the existence of the company. So how it works? It can happen that if we're talking about the inbound marketing, what we want to achieve as a company at the very, very beginning is not to sell the product, not to sell the particular service, but we just want the client to see that we exist, to become aware that our company is somewhere there visible. We want to show to those clients and customers that we are reliable, we are trustworthy, and we deliver valuable content. So, what we do is that we do not push that particular potential clients to buy our products, but we deliver a lot of attractive content just to show to the client who we are, what kind of content, what kind of value we can deliver to them, and in fact, our main goal here at that particular stage, if we talk about inbound marketing, is not to sell, it's just to build some relation, build some rapport, and to build the trust. That's why what we are going to do during the inbound marketing initiatives will be, for example, publishing different kind of articles, running blog, running different kind of channels. So in fact, what I could say about myself right now, it will be related rather to inbound marketing because I'm right now delivering the free content so that you could meet me, you could check if what I do is really valuable. So my goal right now is not to sell my products, it's just to build some kind of rapport and relation and trust. Of course, I will be not lying to you because still, if it is about the intentions of the inbound marketing, is to finally gain the result connected with sales. So this is of course exactly the same what I would like to achieve at some certain stage. So at the very beginning in inbound marketing, we are producing and we are delivering a lot of different kind of content. We're sharing who we are. We're showing to the market what kind of benefits they can gain collaborating with us. But for, of course, for the very beginning, just by sharing those articles, podcasts, for example, some kind of videos, some kind of free samples of the products. And usually, if it is about inbound marketing, what can happen is that finally, if all that content that was delivered by the company was really beneficial and valuable, the company wouldn't have to promote, I would even call it more aggressively, their products. So if I share properly the content, I won't have to share some kind of commercials, for example. I won't have to use some social media campaigns because it will be enough if I'm just going to share this content. And finally, the clients, they should come to me on their own asking for the offer. But usually it's not so simple, of course. And a lot of companies, they also have to use the outbound marketing. And the outbound marketing is going to be connected with any kind of proactive, active initiatives taken by the company to promote the products and to attract the customers to buy them. So, some kind of social campaign, some kind of TV commercials, participation in the trade shows during which the products are going to be promoted, some kind of outdoors advertisements, or maybe even cold calling during which the potential client is going to be contacted by the company. That's all about outbound marketing. So some kind of active initiatives taken by the companies, of course paid initiatives, in which the products or services are going to be advertised. That's about marketing. And at the same time, we can talk about HR and inbound, outbound recruitment. Here, I would say that the idea is in fact the same as in case of marketing. So what we do is that at the very, very beginning, we just want to inform the candidates that we are somewhere there waiting for them, and we want to show the company as reliable, trustworthy, and beneficial employer. Most typically, it is going to be connected with that very beginning of the process. So we build the awareness of the candidates that yes, we are there. That's that kind of the company. This is in fact what we do, and this is how it works in our organization. We let them get to know a little bit more the company, organizing, for example, some open days, or organizing even some virtual reality open days, just letting the potential candidates see how it is to work in our company and what our company offers. And once we gain the interest, it may again happen that we won't have to publish even the advertisements because the candidates will come to us spontaneously. So there will be some kind of walks in who are going to enter our organization and say, you know what, guys? In fact, I saw some information about your company. I saw you during some kind of the event, and it seems that you're really very interesting organization. So I would like to start working for you, which means that's about inbound recruitment or even marketing, because in fact, this is the same. So we won't have to do anything more proactive to attract the candidates, because after building the awareness, they will come to us on their own. At the same time, if it happens that we will have to place the advertisement, we will have to search for the candidates, for example, via social media, looking, for example, for candidates in LinkedIn, that means that we're using outbound recruitment. So that's a bit more typical direct form of recruiting, outbound recruitment. So the idea very similar to the marketing part. Inbound and outbound. So that's something that you were able to see today. And of course, if you're interested to gain a little bit more information about our channel, about our company, about the courses that we organize, I can invite you to our website, and at the same time, different kind of webinars, podcasts, and shorts, which usually take around 1 minute. You can find them just entering YouTube channel and following us. So if you like that, please subscribe, and I hope that I'm going to be able to share some more valuable content. Thank you very much.